Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the left side as the blue Dutch, who have Skelebro. Spawn on the right side as the red Maltese, who have Skorky. Skork? Or Rick. I don't know how to pronounce that. I had a bit too much fun trying to pronounce it. If I'm going to butcher it, I'm going to butcher it pretty well. Well enough, put on somebody's plate. I noticed as well, both these coin deposits spawn pretty close. First, these maps are not super random, so these may be preset, but these are somewhat close, but red's much closer. A single outpost can keep those deposits quite safe. I'll give me a moment to adjust my microphone, my apologies. There we go. And looks like blue will find this deserted pikeman. It will steal his early violin, a monster that was a musician in Macon. And red is immediately going down south for a trading post. We do actually have a deck select here. 14V. Does that mean 14 villager or version 14? Not sure. I guess I have to wait. Keep an eye on the village count. Does have. Looks like fast fortress, but for Dutch it can easily be just bank boom. We do have the halberdiers also as an option. It was a little less common. Also got hussars. That's not exactly common for Dutch, isn't it? So I could be mistaken. Snacks for mercs and heavy cannons. No tulip speculation, nor the bank. So I know this is not bank. Bank boom. He does, of course, single bank wagon because that's quite a bit of coin. It's better than the wood trickle from the Indians, so it's a pretty nice gold trickle to say the least. Yeah, it's hard to say. We do now have the shipment of merchants. And for the Maltese, 1v1 water, which makes sense. This is a hybrid map. You can get some fish along with some deer. What a perfectly well-balanced meal. This card here, arrives fast, all your food is exchanged for equal amount of wood. So it's not the one-time exchange like fur trade does give you more in the other resource. But exchanging food for wood is actually inherently better because you collect up food fast and wood, so there is still some profit to be made. So you do of course have the Trip of Jerusalem, got crossbow, Aziz, we got the archaic weapons. I always want this, I want to see this card change. I want to see like swords, not muskets, something, or bow and arrow. Something that's not muskets, since it is, of course, a musket on an archaic card. Maybe, I heard there's a patch preview, or at least a written patch preview. Looks like red does find local doggo, Reynosa. As well as, of course, we got the archaic here, got steel bolts, so it's looking like going to be an archaic hybrid deck. Zebex of the Order. Ships of powerful Zebex. Transform all your frigates to Zebex. Zebex, is that a mercenary? I really am bad with when it comes to Navy in this game. I have no concept of Navy in this game. And of course, got the French tongue, because who doesn't want the, who wants, frog legs from the French tongues? Just French tongues better than frog legs. I have no idea where I was going with that. Reynosa is a pretty good combatant, has 15 damage, which is pretty nice, higher than Musketeer melee damage, of course a lot less health. Doesn't have a 20% multiplier against the Treasure Guardian, so she is quite a good doggo. I'm assuming Reynosa is a bitch, rather than a boy dog. I don't know what's the crude term for boy dog.
Ready.
Can't think of what's on my head. I overthink stuff way too often. German tongue now being shipped on in. We've got the bank wagon. He has 14 villagers building. He is building more villagers, so I'm not sure what the 14V even stands for. Maybe just version 14. We got stuff being deployed at heretical angles. And he is using on or merchants to build the bank.
Commando?
Also got a pile of coin here, so red has a decent number of resources. A wood shipment looks like brought on in. There's the commandery wagon. And go, let's get 2 settle wagons to help settle the land. More heretically placed banks. Remember, everything has to be pointing a certain direction. I was going to say, make some joke like everything must be pointed to Mecca if you're playing Ottomans, but everything has to be uniform. I don't know how to go with that stupid joke. Well, either way, another shipment of wood for the Dutch, or at least a shipment of wood. The others also have the church upgrades. Maltese does have his wood shipment. Looks like both sides just equaling up, so I'm going to fast forward. Because I only can small talk and stall for a short amount of time. Got another church here, so looks the Dutch maybe eyeing for the church card. Going to age up, he's saving his card for the next age. Alright, let's slow down a little bit. We do have a market now being established here. And a fort being shipped on an as well as routier. And we do have an age up here. It is the bishop, which is all of them move diagonally a little bit better. "21 villagers versus 28. We do, of course, have the advanced artillery card. It's a pretty nice card. It delivers 1 mortar and also enables horse cannons and mortars an age earlier. That 1 free mortar is very nice. An early mortar. Which I believe it retains full stats as well. I don't think it gets any age up benefits like other early shipments. We have now the fort being established here. More routier. One covered wagon from the bishop. And he's not moving diagonal, he's moving downwards. You monster. Now the veteran crossbowman research now being employed in the field. As well as around the hussars. Crossbowman will be good against these routier, since it is a light infantry unit. This is one thing I would say crossbowman good with, and that is, he's also immediately playing inside the commandery, so he has a force ready to teleport around. Crossbowmen do have, I've never put much stock in crossbowmen against heavy infantry since their damage multipliers are really not good, but they retain their same anti-light multipliers, anti-light cavalry multipliers as other light infantry. So they will do just fine versus routier. Additionally, the steel bolts increases their range by 2, right? Yes. Also makes their siege attack be the same range as well, which is really not important since their siege damage also still pretty crap. But it's just one more thing. You can get the steel bolts research both as Maltese as well as for the Italians for the Persevere. So if you want the alternative crossbow, you can. Now I got some fishing boats being established by the dogs. Veteran crossbowman research. They now have veteran pikemen, which will be also effective versus the routier if they can get in the range. You may see 6 cannon now being shipped on in. There's the eject. Nice little ambush there. Takes out 1 routier. Commander is taking severe damage. His handful of hussars will have trouble sniping the mortar due to the amount of routier on the field. He's pushed way forward. Hussars trying to find a way forward. Commandery has gone down. Axon off away from the fort. Take a bit of fire with the skirmisher. Skirmishers do 18 damage at 20 range. Crossbowmen right now have 19 damage, 16 range, so they're actually pretty well statted. Just lacking range. Huh. There is now the fixed gun. The mortar will cause some big issues to it. Does less damage versus artillery. Let's see. Less damage versus artillery. Oh no, that's the barrage deck. Bombard attack is 500. I'm assuming this is classified as building, so should target it as a building. Got a large number of routier here. Fixed gun. I'm not sure what on earth the fixed gun attacked. Gets a good hit there on the fix or onto the skirmishers. Mortar creeps way forward. Order Hussars need to hit that mortar severely badly. As that mortar, if he takes on the mortar, he'll be just fine. But now, fix gun gets a great shot there. It does 25% less damage versus cavalry. But Routier are the cheaper, lighter ones. They will get one-shotted by the fixed gun. More crossbow and militia is deployed on the field. And militia need to focus on the Hussars, while crossbow will focus on the Routier. Plus 6 within the minimum range now. And there goes the fixed gun. That was going to set down some of the 6 villagers. Jim Crossbone. It's going for a bunch of fishing boats. I disagree with that. He has a couple field hospitals. He should just deploy from them. Cancel a bunch of fishing boats. He has plenty of food, or some food to work with, as well as a bit of, and has a lot of wood stockpile on these ships. Canceling those ships will allow him to deploy a big round of crossbowmen or pikemen. In this case, I think crossbowmen work better since they just won't get countered by the skirmishers. Damage. Some of these Routier are engaged in melee. They don't get any anti-villager damage penalties in melee, but their base damage is still pretty great. But they do get twice attack speed. Go for steel bolts, which increases range of his crossbowman by 2, and that is the end of the replay. Looks like Red went ahead back on off, switching those stratus coming forward. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.